and this is the Tickled Pink Events Cocktail Hour. So today, since it's warm out and summer is right around the corner, we are celebrating rosé. Rosé season is upon us. So, in order to discuss all things rosé, I have Megan Vergara, who is a sommelier, to help us understand more about the wonderful world of rosé. Megan, introduce yourself. Let us know what you're about and why you are the one to educate me on rosé.
Perfect. Hi guys, my name is Megan Vergara. I am the owner and proprietor of Veritas Consultants. We do wine events and education, and I am a certified sommelier with 15 years experience in the business. Most importantly though, I absolutely love my job. I love wine and I spend all my time studying it, drinking it, enjoying it. So hopefully I'll be able to share some really good rosé tips with you today.
Well, thank you for being here. I've been loving rosé for a while now. It is my summer water, as it is for a lot of people,
Yes.
but there's still a lot of misconceptions about rosé.
Absolutely.
I still get people asking me, like, what is it, how it's made, what should it taste like? So let's just start from the beginning. What is rosé?
So there is misconception about rosé. Rosé is different than White Zinfandel. First and foremost, White Zinfandel is made in a similar method, but it is a much, much sweeter wine. A real classic rosé, one like this Mirabal, is actually a very dry, crisp wine. It is made from red grapes, and it is made, what they do is they macerate the red grapes, the grape skins with the juice, but only for a very short period of time. So it's actually made similar to how a red wine would be made.
Okay.
From red wine grapes, but they pull the juice right off of the grape skins
Okay.
very quickly. They only typically do this for like 1 to 2 days. Whereas with red wine, they will let the grape skins sit on that juice for weeks sometimes, and that's where it gets all of its color, its flavor, its structure. So essentially rosé is again made from red grapes, but it is the best of both white wine and red wine because you're getting the character, the structure, the flavor of the red grapes, but it's pulled off a little bit quicker, so it's drunk almost more like a white wine would be. And you drink it cool, which is nice, but you get tons of amazing flavor.
Oh, thank you for letting us know where it comes from, and thank you for clearing up that it is not White Zinfandel.
Yes.
Because if one more person asks me, isn't it like the pink wine my mom drank in the 80s, I'm going to scream.
Yes.
Because it's totally different. Well, thank you for that, and we will continue on with some other questions that we've gotten from some of my Facebook friends and some of yours about rosé.
Some very great questions.
So I went on Facebook as well as Megan, and we asked, what are your burning rosé questions? And we're hoping to give you the answers. Megan, one of the questions I got was, what are the different styles of rosé? Some are really dark pink or red, and some are really blush and pale. So what are the different styles?
Absolutely. So a lot of the times with rosé, it depends on which red grape they used, which red grape they actually made the rosé with, and that is what imparts a lot of the color, style, and characteristics that you're going to get from the rosé. One great question that we were asked is, if I like Pinot Noir, am I going to like a rosé of Pinot Noir? And the answer is yes, that you will get characteristics from the Pinot Noir into a rosé of Pinot Noir. But typically what gives it its color is what I was talking about originally in the first segment, is the maceration of the grape skins in contact with the juice. The color, the deeper color, comes from them leaving the grape skins in contact with the juice for much, much longer. So typically they do tend to be a little bit bigger, more full-bodied rosés if they are darker in color.
Are they sweeter if they're darker in
No,
color? Okay.
absolutely not.
Okay.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Yeah, so sweetness tends to come more from the fermentation process and less from the maceration and color extraction process.
Oh, good to know, because even I didn't know if darker color equaled sweeter flavor. So it's good to know that that has
not
nothing
at all.
to do with the actual flavor. What are some of the questions you received?
We received one great question in particular that I'm pretty excited to answer. Our good friend Scott asked us, can men drink rosé, and can they still be considered masculine and cool if they're drinking rosé? And the answer is absolutely yes. These wines are made in a very, very incredible way. They're not sweet. They're not for girls. They're, you can actually drink rosé with your Thanksgiving meal. It's one of the best pairings possible with turkey and bigger fall dishes like that as well, in addition to summertime meals as well. But they're definitely dry, crisp wines, and I think men would enjoy them just as much as women. And there's actually a great movement, the brosé movement, which is bros and rosé. So
Nice.
Go out there, gentlemen, drink some rosé.
And as I say, real men drink pink. So don't be afraid to drink some rosé. So another question I got is price. Everyone is wondering, what is a good price point for a rosé? Does it have to be expensive, or what can you find?
That's a great question, and typically some of the joy of rosé season, like going into summer and fall, is that these rosés are a great price point, and they're made from excellent wineries, but they're a lighter, more approachable offering than than some of the wineries' bigger reds or more expensive reds. So typically a rosé should be less expensive, and that's part of the fun of rosé season, is that you're getting to experience these incredible wines like the Blackbird rosé, and typically Blackbird makes very expensive red wines, but you can find their rosé for $20 a bottle, and it's stellar. So $20 is typically a good price point, maybe a little bit less. I usually fall right in the $17 to $20 range myself and find really great value.
Okay, great. And another question I was asked was, is there anything I should stay away from? Like, is there, is there something in the rosé world that you should stay away from?
Well, not really. I would just mostly really try to pinpoint. It's kind of the same as the rest of your wine journey. Try to find what you like and try to do kind of a combination of pick out the characteristics on the bottle where it reads things that you might like. Like, again, if you know you like a certain grape, if you know you like Syrah, you're probably going to like a rosé of Syrah because there's similar characteristics in body that will get pulled down from the wine. So I wouldn't really stay away from anything. I would just really try to hone in on your personal preferences and know what you like. And one of my biggest tips we talked about in our last video, if you love a specific region, continue to buy wines from that little local region. Like if you've had an incredible wine from Russian River Valley, look for bottles of wine that say Russian River Valley. You're most likely going to like them.
Oh, so that's really good to know. Any other questions from your camp?
Typically just understanding what rosé is and that it's not sweet. That's the main question that we got. It's not necessarily a sweet white Zinfandel. They're made very, very differently. So
well, now that we've covered our most asked questions, you know what I want to do? I want to start drinking some rosé.
I like it.
It's time to start trying some rosé.
Let's do it.
So that's what we're up to next. We're going to recommend and try some rosé. So now that we've discussed the questions, what is a rosé occasion? Like, when should I be drinking rosé?
Rosé is a great wine for warmer weather, definitely, and you can drink it. Some of the lighter ones are great to have poolside with your friends and to just be enjoying with your girlfriends, but some of them are made in an absolutely wonderful way where they pair really well with food, and they pair very well with summer fare, like nice light salads and seafood, oysters, anything off the grill, like a lighter like seafood on the grill or chicken on the grill would be a great pairing for rosé.
Great. So now that we've learned about rosé, when to drink rosé, what is rosé, it's time to drink rosé and give you some of our favorite recommendations. So Megan, let us know what you recommend and where we can find it.
Certainly. Well, we have one here today that we can start off with, and this is the Le Portes de Bordeaux, and this is actually found at Trader Joe's, and it's right around $10 a bottle typically. So I always find this actually a little bit less, I believe, at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, it's like $5.
Something.
Yeah.
So this one I find to be very good, and it's just easy drinking and delicious. A great occasion to drink this would be kind of poolside with your friends. It's very light, refreshing, delicious. You're getting some nice melon notes, which I like a lot, kind of watermelon, and a great clean finish. So we'll start off with this one. And again, this is the Le Portes de Bordeaux, and it can be found at Trader Joe's, and it's carried at most Trader Joe's, which is nice.
Cheers.
Solid. Very nice.
Very nice.
That makes this wine so great is it surprises you. It's got a really nice kind of mid-palate, nice and well-rounded and warm. Sometimes rosés tend to be very acidic and almost very crisp, which is good, but this has kind of a nice kind of creamy.
It's got really good layers to it. Like you said, it hits each note on your tongue as it goes down, but it's really nice and clean.
Absolutely.
I like the cleanness of it.
It's surprisingly good for the price point, which is always a fantastic thing with wine.
Cool. Any other wines you recommend?
Yes, and again, I would recommend the Miraval from Trader Joe's as well. Miraval is pretty heavily carried in several different places. You can find it typically at Costco or Trader Joe's, and it's excellent. This wine is from Provence, France, and Provence is actually considered sort of the home of rosé, if you will. They are the ones that kind of popularized the dry style that we know and love today, not the sweeter kind of white Zinfandel that came from California. So again, this is a true French rosé from Provence, and it's Miraval, which is actually the vineyard of Angelina Jolie, but it is delicious and a little bit more full-bodied and interesting character.
I really enjoy this one.
Yeah, absolutely. You're getting strawberry and even rhubarb on this one, which I think is kind of neat.
And
zesty finish.
And FYI, it is at Trader Joe's, but for the best bang for your buck, Costco carries it $2 less than Trader Joe's. At grocery stores, it's usually around $24. At Costco, I got that for $18.99. So if you have a membership, definitely that's a great deal for a really good rosé.
It is.
Any other recommendations?
Yes, I would always recommend, I mean, in a pinch, if you're at Trader Joe's, great. You know, pick up the Le Portes de Bordeaux, it's excellent. Pick up the Miraval at Costco. Also, Costco sells one called Blackbird, which I absolutely love. It's stellar, and that's a much richer, darker color, and it's a rosé of Zinfandel. like I said before, Blackbird only makes really expensive, awesome, hard to find reds. So to find that rosé,
And the reason we don't have it today is because they sold out at Costco. I actually went and the guy was like, that sold out instantly and it's amazing wine. So I'm going to keep my eye out for it this summer. So if you see it, definitely grab a bottle.
It's highly worth it. So, and then my last recommendation would be to go to your local wine store. You can find excellent finds. My absolute favorite rosé of the season, and I would have brought it, but I already drank it. It's called the Curran Rosé, and Curran is from Santa Barbara, and it's made by superstar winemaker Chris Curran, who I absolutely love and adore.
Oh.
And it's the best that I've had, and it's made of Grenache. And typically rosés from Provence are made from the Grenache grape, which people don't typically look for. So look for rosés made from Grenache. They're excellent.
Wow, thank you. I have some new ones to check out this summer. So now we're going to do something that I love. It's called First Impressions. I was strolling through the internet, and of course, since it is rosé season, there was on Bon Appetit, they were talking about Trader Joe's new all organic rosé, and it's only $4. So I typically try to shy away from all things Shaw at Trader Joe's, but it was topped up and they said the grapes were organic. And I was like, for $4, why not? So today, for the first time, Megan and I are going to try this rosé. We'll let you know if it's worth your $4 or not.
Maybe just go ahead and spend the $10.
Or maybe you should throw a couple more bucks down for something else. But the color already is pretty impressive,
Beautiful.
and I do like that it's made from all organic grapes. So
Yes.
that was a selling point for me. So let's give it a whirl and
All right,
decide what we think.
So first and foremost, we look at the color.
Okay.
Nice, beautiful, pale pink color, which is excellent. We swirl, and then we sniff. Yeah, getting kind of interesting, subtle flavors on the nose there.
Yeah.
More honeydew melon. Typically, I tend to like a little more strawberry and like watermelon and berry in mine. But what do you think?
I feel
just on the nose.
I just get some citrus. Like there's a nice little crisp like of lemon and yeah. But let's see what it tastes like. It wasn't what I was expecting it to taste like. I mean, and not in a bad way. Like
it's actually not terrible.
It's actually pretty like if you're going to a barbecue or a big party, like you could definitely pick this up. And
this is what we call quaffable in the wine world. I think we discussed this word one time before, where it's good. It's easy drinking. It's fine. It's not anything that's going to be super complex, or you wouldn't want it to stand up to any kind of special meal or anything. But if you're just sitting outside and looking for something easy drinking, then yes,
summer water. If you're looking for summer water, you can definitely grab a bottle of this. I actually am. It's drinkable. It's very nice, and I was not expecting it. And I like there's a little bit of complexity, but it's super easy.
Absolutely, very easy drinking. Not quite the La Porta de Bordeaux had a little bit more going on in the finish that I enjoyed, and then nice minerality. And this sort of just kind of doesn't quite have that on the finish, but it's also I would recommend it for a $4 bottle.
Yes, for $4 if you're on a budget or just want something quick and easy. Like I said, if you're going to a barbecue, a lot of people, or just sitting by the pool, it's worth it. So thank you, Bon Appetit, and thank you, Trader Joe's, for creating a great budget-friendly
organic. Keep up with the organics in wine.
And that's amazing for people who have allergies or are worried about pesticides. So the fact that you can get organic for such a reasonable price is really a great value. So now that we've discussed rosé, drank rosé, I think it's time to officially kick off rosé season and enjoy. Get out there this summer, try some of our recommendations, find what you like, and hey, comment below with what
shoot us your questions.
Yeah, please. More questions. Megan's going to be back. We'll be doing some more summer wine shows for you. But in the meantime, have a great summer, everybody, and cheers.
Rosé all day.
Rosé all day.